as almost like an experiment to keep. We had 25 submissions in 2018. From there to today, we have more than 25 submissions. I wanted that number 25 because it's 5x, right? 500% increase in the matter of 7 years. Not just that, but more importantly, it's all across the globe. We have submissions coming from East Asia on the right, and on the far right from Latin America, and of course all other countries in between, right? Europe, Middle East, India. We have for the first time we also received submissions from China, which is the first one, which was wonderful. I would say that we come along a long way, and I think all of us are very proud to be here and to celebrate your success together. I know you probably are out in the markets. When you're out in the markets, you're competing against each other. A lot of you must be going head to head on a lot of proposals. But look, I hope you kept your swords at home today. And it's the afternoon of celebration. So have a great time. And it is my pleasure to hand over the mic to Sanjeev. Sanjeev, in the morning you said you had, I was going to say 30 years of experience, but clearly I got it wrong. Close to 40 years of experience, doing transformational leadership. And of course, his real love is the balanced food. So welcome, Sanjeev. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Tomorrow, I'm not going to wake you up again because he's already woken you up here. I'm here to do a very brief introduction and talk about the group, and then really let me hand back for an afternoon of some entertainment and some celebration. That I'm being told you never introduce yourself on stage, but I will. So I'm Sanjeev Anand. I'm the chairman of CEDA. I've been with the firm 40 years. He let the cat out of the bag. I started in 1985 as a young guy, and for many years I worked in the, as he again said, by training. I'm obviously a management consultant and a strategist, and I'm more on the strategy side of banks and on the tech side. So I think there's plenty of other people in the room. They understand technology better than I do. We have now 3 entities within the group. The core entity is CEDA Consulting, which I started. It was actually $1 billion from NASDAQ at one point, and then over the years it kind of morphed into CEDA. And CEDA basically advises banks on their business strategy, their transformation, and obviously on the technology side. And then in 2015, we acquired Gartnerish, pure FinTech research firm called IBSi Intelligence that has been around for over 20 years. And as many of you know, IBS probably better than I do. And it's really a fantastic, unique global platform for tech. To be honest, when I did the acquisition at that time, there was really no FinTech beyond bank tech. Tech for financial services. Right? I mean, if I go back to the 2015 acquisition in the UK, and I said, look, what kind of research do you have? And they obviously had a report on transaction banking, or not even transaction banking back then. There was core banking, there was cards, there was treasury and capital markets, and there was roughly 200. I think we had 300 vendors for 5 years. I think that number today has tripled. I think there are over 8,000 plus vendors that we profile in some shape or form. And obviously, I think what's happened in the last 5 years, even though it's more, I think when the word FinTech comes to mind, as I was saying in the morning, it's more seen like a B2C space. I think many of us in the room here today recognize that B2C wouldn't exist if the B2B piece didn't work. Right. So I think I think we have to keep educating the market on that, right? That there is a tech for financial services business. It's not just the payments systems that do it, right? And so we have that entity, and then we saw so many good companies go past us where we advise them over the years, many young companies, many large companies, that we decided to set up a pure fintech VC fund. We set up, it's up and running, the $20 million fund, and it's an India fund, and seeking to invest in 15 to 20 Series A B2B tech for financial services companies. And the fund is up and running. We had a session this morning. We have two portfolio companies there. So I think, from our standpoint and also from your standpoint, I think as a platform between Cedar and IBS, the fund where we put money around this, I think the knowledge of the space, knowledge of the banking sector, knowledge of the technology sector is quite significant. We don't the awards. I mean, we have three of them. When I bought the company in 2015, we had one called the CFC table, and that's just basically to be full credit to the mid and large tech firms for them to share with us very often on a proprietary basis and confidential basis the number of deals they did in a year. So we very diligently count them. And in spite of the fact that you don't see any fancy panels here today or award juries, I mean, we just do it, the old-fashioned way, right? So even on the SLP, we will count and we validate the number of deals they've done. So the SLP has been running for a few years. I think on most leading tech firm sites. If they have one IBS intelligence ranking on the SLP, they will probably put it next to any other firm that they have one from. So that's been with us for 20 years. And then we added a digital banking award. And I think this award is again, I think, an interesting one because this is really the collaboration between the tech firms and the banking sector or the financial services institutions. And it's to really showcase and the nominations that he's talking about and significant increases in how we put in technology to work. And can we showcase, real life examples, right? I mean, there is a real issue in the industry today where there are very, very frothy valuations and, we often people say for you many hundred use cases, there are only few that really have the ROI that we need to have. I think this is about 4 years ago that we decided that we need to do something which kind of, I think if I'm correct, we get most nominations that are all require a bank to partner with the vendor. And I know it's a bit difficult because very often some of these projects are proprietary and confidential. It's not really easy sometimes, banks also would like to be careful on who they're showcasing their partnership with, And I get it. So I think we're very, very, very happy that, that GFI has built recognition over the years. I mean, today to see a celebration of it. We are very happy to have people. We have a lot from this country. Almost 50 countries that have participated. I think you will see as we go through the awards today. And some of the award winners are not physically there. There's no avatar, but we have short videos from different parts of the world to for them appreciating that they have got the award. And the reason I bring it up is for everybody to kind of understand that the recognition that we have today is actually in the global context. And that's very important. While we're physically in this geography, it's really global ranking that now it's more fun doing award where I'm entertainment. Over the years, we kind of do this a bit, and while Nikhil will do a fabulous introduction of the country, I already want to thank television award. It was a lot of fun, and so let's see if Atul Khatri is available, and he was. I will let Nikhil introduce Atul, and then we'll get on with the more formal stuff after that. Yeah, welcome again. Thank you.
Okay. Serious stuff done. It's the time to get into the celebration mode, and it's difficult for like to usually get into that celebration mode, it's a great part mode. So for that, today we have a few and we've seen actually training on how to do this. So I'm going to, I thought he is in the way somewhere, I made a brand name from somewhere, I don't know what he has. Christine has instructed me how to introduce. So here goes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our stand-up act for the event today. Atul Khatri. Atul Khatri is a Mumbai-based businessman who brought us late in life and decided to do English stand-up comedy so that he could take it off his own personal bucket list. And in the Indian computer engineer and a British management scholar who always orders soup one by two, even when he is eating alone. CNN recently rated him as one of the top 20 comedians in India to watch out for. He recently won CEO's Got Talent, competing against 11 other CEOs. His first comedy special featured on Netflix in 2019 as a part of a global series featuring top 46 comedians from all over the world. Put your hands together for Atul Khatri. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to take you for every show, very interesting. So are you guys all ready for the stand-up comedy? Yeah? Make you ready for comedy. Are you guys ready for comedy? Fantastic. So how many of you have watched a live stand-up comedy show before? Make some noise. Don't do it. If you're watching Arnab Goswami on Republic TV, doesn't count. Even though he's funnier than most of us comedians put together. Any fans of Arnab Goswami now? Make some noise. Shame on you, no, not so you but I'm sure I was a good fan of Arnab, but I'm no longer a fan. He's become too right. But the best thing what I still love about Arnab is every night he comes on national TV. In fact, he's one of the senses except that. And all the swag is she going on what I thought I love it. He's the judge, jury, exhibition. But honestly, let me tell you, as a stand-up comedian, we hate to perform with this kind of a corporate talk. Seriously. We just do it for the money. Because most of you won't laugh now. You remember my jokes from the morning and then laugh. And true story, whenever we committed to a corporate show, usually in the front row, you have the CEO, the CIO, the CEO, the CFO, all the O's sitting in the front row. So whenever we comedians make the joke, the rest of the employees watch. If they laugh, they will laugh. Maybe we don't have that today, but other reason why we committed to a corporate show. Because before every corporate show, usually HR guy gets to come from. That's the role of HR to spoil the party. They say, hey, you're coming to make us laugh tonight. I say, yes. See that we don't do jokes on friends, religion, politics, staff, community creed. When they call you a TED talk, but don't worry, you have fun, let me have fun, let me understand the crowd. All the single people in the room make some noise, single people. Married people make some noise, married people. Fantastic. All the wives who love the husbands make some noise. Wives who love the husbands. Yeah. No response, that's the correct answer. All the husbands who love their wives make some noise. Come on, guys. And let's get this better. All the husbands who love to go to Thailand without their wives make some noise. One final call. Only the good people make the room make some noise. Only the good people. I think some of you are so very optimistic. But let me introduce myself. My name is Atul Khatri and I am 57 years old. Wish I could have that for you. Come on,
It was at the age of 57. I'm India's oldest English stand-up comedian. In fact, I'm so old, or rather, some of these comedians in the country are so young. You know, most of them all in their mid-20s, early 20s. That whenever I perform with them backstage, they get confused. Should we call them dude or should we call them dad? Now, see, big stand-up comedy this age is very tough. Very tough. No, it's not the talking part. You know, as we guys get older, we can speak for hours. You heard Mr. Arvind just now. It's a bloody standing part, which is a problem. And the bladder control. Don't worry, guys. It's not control. Diapers, adult diapers. You know, the brand of adult diapers in India called Friends. So sick. Kids diapers are so cute.
Zoom में कैमरा का feed नहीं है.
And adult diapers, Friends. As a result, whenever I see my friends, I turned 57 in Jan. This year I turned 57 in Jan. And even though I feel pretty young, I think people around me have suddenly realized that I'm old. True story, this last week I was flying from Delhi to Mumbai, and I'm sure all of you have flown to the Mumbai K2 airport. Sometimes the walk from the terminal to the baggage shows you. You have to really walk for miles. And I was quietly walking like I usually do, but suddenly this golf cart came and stood next to me. So there's this golf cart at Mumbai airport, which is for senior citizens, pregnant women, disabled people, politicians. Again, wishes uncle बैठे थे तो uncle क्यों बोला बोला सर आपके सफेद बाल कैसे I said, this is not white hair, this is salt and pepper look. So I told her, just look, monkey, just wait your eyes, look at me closely. In fact, they say, just wait your eyes, look at me closely. See, I look like George Clooney made in Alaska. Yeah, as interviewed, actually, I was the CEO of an IT company in Mumbai for close to 25 years. It was a New Year resolution. 14 years ago, 1st January 2012, I decided I didn't want to die in a corporate job. So I signed up for a comedy open mic night. Again, for people who don't know, comedy open mic nights happen every night in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, big cities, where any one of you can get up on stage, try to make people laugh, and jubilate yourself.
Video नहीं है.
I didn't tell my daughters about it because that time my elder daughter was 17, younger was 15. They would say, Dad, don't mind when I do comedy on stage. But I'm so glad I stuck to the decision because from there it started, I went on and on and on. And here I am today for the Global FinTech Innovation Award. Thank you for Bharat ideas. You know, I already done something. I do a lot of corporate shows across the week. Like yesterday was for HP, tomorrow I will show for Wipro. I'm telling you, the first time I did a show, afternoon there was like alcohol. That's one of the best things. You start alcohol before the show, amazing. I know this you have done some people want to work. It's the way sponsor or all of that. But yeah, so I started my comedy journey 1st January 2012. Exactly 7 years later, 1st January 2019, I had my comedy special which came out on Netflix. How many of you watched my comedy special on Netflix? Make some noise. I hope you that's it. There's a lot of it cheap Amazon for watching content because of free home delivery. This is a very good question. This is a very good question. I was performing at Shuttle Mumbai 2007 people the audience. I asked the same question. How do you watch my Netflix special? Then also the soul for hand went up. Then there was an old man sitting in front of me. What is the Netflix special? I said, uncle, I have my own comedy special on Netflix as part of comedians of the world. 47 comedians from 13 countries. I was honored to be a part of it. It's better than I watched on Amazon Prime. But it's not it's like a competing factor. It's better how much is the subscription on Netflix or not? So until the premium is 649 rupees a month. He told me, I pay 2,000 to get nothing. So from 2012 to 2016, I did work as Silogiri as well as stand-up comedy. I remember many times I worked at 6:37 I used to rush into my office washroom, remove my shirt, tie, jacket, wear cool clothes, perform in different coffee clubs and bars all over Mumbai. Every time I did that, I felt like young kid getting out of the office clothes, wearing a Superman costume and going out to save them. It's very amazing feeling. In 2014, I took part in this contest called CEOs for Talent. Yeah, exactly, CEOs for Talent. So just like how you got India's Got Talent, America's Got Talent, CNBC TV organized this reality show called CEOs Got Talent. See, these CEOs are so untalented that they have to get a program on national TV just to show the little talent we have. There were 12 CEOs participating, but I won that contest and my wife was very happy. And I was very happy because my wife was very happy. Because before that, she should have sent me there a 57-year-old Indian has become the global CEO of Microsoft. And here you are at 57 going on stage telling jokes and still not being able to afford a legal copy of Windows to the children's hospital. But in 2016, I decided to resign from my job because I have enjoyed Stanford Company too much, getting to meet such lovely people like you, getting to travel the world. So I decided to resign from my job. But you know, the CEO of the company for 25 years. I did not give like a 30 days notice to walk off. So I said, I take 1 year to resign, and in this process, meet every client of mine who I built in the last 25 years and tell them about my decision to quit. So every meeting with the CEO of the company, their purchase manager, me, my sales manager, I should tell them about my decision to quit. And I'm not joking, 6 out of 10 CEOs after the meeting, you should tell me, I want to spend 1 minute alone with you to have a later on. Take the shut the cabinet, shut the door. Like, how the hell did you do it? Even I have to get out of it. Show me the path. But my life changed. My life changed 180 degrees. Because for 25 years you work in a company, you run a very boring Monday to life. I remember for 25 years I used to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, reach the news at 7:30, leave home at 8:30. The only best corporate decision early in the morning used to be which road to take to go to office. Just to take my own scenery. Once a month I should attend these couple kitty parties with my wife. And what was happening at some of these couple kitty parties, some husband should not attend. So wife's husband, oh, he's from China. Your husband is not to Dubai for exhibition. And she looked at me, sorry, I'm everything different. So what do I know? My job is in Mumbai and Nandini. If you want, I go to Sakinaka. Sakinaka for some people not from Mumbai. It's a suburb in Mumbai which sounds like it's Japan. Sakinaka. But now the freelance are completely. Now I wake up at 10:30, 11 in the morning, read the newspaper, 12. Just the other day, I walked in my living room. My father lived with me. Sorry, I lived with my father. And my dad was watching an English movie on a Monday afternoon. And I sat down, first time in my life, and watched a movie with my dad. I would have never done that if I 25 on the corporate. And while we were watching the English movie, suddenly an error receipt came. And my dad made me check the channel. I said, Dad, come on, you're 87, I'm 57. And this said, this is only 60 and well, I go to the gym in the evening, but now I go to the gym in the morning because most of my shows happen in the evening. It's the same gym, but it's not that good if it's established. Well, I go to the gym in the evening because so young people wearing smart clothes and music also like this. And the music not about the singers, it's not from the protein competition. Same gym in the morning is a very narrow part. Full of old uncles. Can you imagine how old that I'm going to mountain? And I live in this area in Mumbai, where Juhu, which is predominantly very Gujarati dominated. And I know all these Gujarati people see in the morning, from where they get their energy. Maybe some whey protein, sharp, some steroid, they don't know what they eat. Each of these uncles open the gym door and says, good morning. And the whole gym goes, good morning, gym is morning, you know. The last time Ramit says, good morning, the business company. And all these uncles just to do things. They take a 1 kilo dumbbell and like chest press and fast biceps. Then there are some uncles who design the more extremes. They take a 200 gram dumbbell for 10 minutes, do like this. Then you ask me, medicine, I think it was 45 minutes. But I'm so sorry. We can't make fun of Gujarati uncles in India nowadays. Because India is ruled by Gujarati, correct? Our first father is the next man, Gujarati. Our second father is Modi Shuru. Home Minister of India is Gujarati. Finance Minister of India is Gujarati. But you know, Sita, Gautama But honestly, the best part of stand-up comedy for me, I get to perform with all these young comedians. And where the comedians in our country are so young, all in their mid-20s, early 20s. Some of these comedians are so young that I remember after one of the shows, one of these comedians showed me, sir, come home after the show. Come home after the show, whole night long we play video games. I said, are you bloody mad? I said, I have to go home and play this game for life. I have to go home, sleep early, wake up early, take one of my children for football coaching, take the other one for geography tuition, bring them back, pack their clothes, pack their lunch, drop them to school, come back home, wake up my wife, and go back to work. And I always get with these rascals of the whole night long is called Call of Duty. And I remember when I started with comedy, I used to wear different caps on different days of the week. One day I used to go for dinner with all my 40 plus CEO friends, and the bill used to come, we used to have a fight, let me pay, there's money the credit card inside. Next time I'm having dinner with all these young comedians, all 30 losers. And the bill used to come, different kind of a fight. No, sir, I only 2 rupees, this is my 60 rupees. I had one super car, 20 rupees. Who will pay GST? Who will pay service? Nobody. But at least thanks to performing these comedians, I have understood technology. I got different apps on my smartphone. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Tinder. Tinder was one of those basically married people who don't have a dating app. And people tell me, dude, you're married, why are you on Tinder? And I tell them, just because I meet it doesn't mean I can't talk to many of them. And I use Tinder very, very effectively. Whenever I go to a new city for a show, I don't judge the city by its airports, hotels, interest. I judge the city by the quality of opportunity also in Tinder. And Tinder Bombay is amazing. Come on, let's go around a person. Last week I was in Ahmedabad for a show. And Tinder Ahmedabad is perfect. Kept on giving me one option, Jashoda. Also, I'm drinking a lot with these young comedians. Actually, I'm from Mumbai, most of you are from Mumbai. Does anybody know what's the official drinking age in Mumbai? Anybody know this? It's 25, yes, it's 25. Official drinking age between Maharashtra is 25. I know in Delhi it's 1 or 2. Mumbai is 25 and kids are very, if you can vote, we can drive, we can marry at the age of 18. Why the hell do you have to drink at the age of 20? And that is the first thing the voting children, why do you want to vote? All politicians will take the money, every single one. You want to get married, ask us married people what we are going to do. Later on, I remove this jacket and show the Jabok ke nishan. Children have to drive in India, why? Indian roads are made up of 2 types of holes, potholes and assholes. I think the drinking age of 25 is correct because I'm talking as a parent because even I have 2 grown-up children. Because at the age of 25, kids are grown up, they realize the value of money and hopefully earning enough to buy their own alcohol. I wouldn't want my 18-year-old child to come and tell me, Papa, now we have they go like, where can we get this logic proves I'm a city and he said, this is the road makes noise. Nobody. They all like, this is back. Yeah, man, I'm a Sindhi. My dad was born in India, in Mumbai. My granddad was born in Bhubaneswar, in Mumbai. My great granddad was from Mumbai. But my mother came in 1947 during the partition, like most of the Sindhis came, which basically means I'm half Indian and half Pakistani. Which means I'm constantly at war with myself. I hate General movies, but I love Hindu. Because of this refuge state of mind, somebody said you must go to the Wagah and Gandhi border to see the Indo-Pak thing. How many have been to the border next time? For those who have not been, definitely go there, worth a visit. The border close to Amritsar in India and Pakistan. And what both these countries have done is they made these giant stadiums on both sides of the road where people can go and sit and watch their closing game ceremony. On any given evening you go there on the Pakistani side, there are 30-40 board Pakistani state. And on that same evening on our side, there are 4 or 5 million over enthusiastic Indians. That's happy to be born free of cost to the largest democracy in the world. We could see the Pakistani street over there. There was a lady from Punjab sitting next to me. I think she was saying Pakistani for the first time. She said, what are the question Pakistani? Because it's we started waving over the Pakistan. They started waving over the they were going to know that can we come there? Please can we come there? Because now speak this, but patriotic songs. I didn't even know the speakers there. First on the Pakistani songs started La ilaha Pakistan, Pakistan. There is a Pakistani confused. And on our side, and late Shatabridi, first song started. We started singing. Here is the Pakistani side singing. And in fact, they know the lyrics better than us. जनाब हाथ में नहीं हाथ में बदलो पानी जनाब हाथ में बदलो पानी. We thought now speaking is sir. But for two MCs came on the road with mics, one of the Pakistani side, one of the Indian side. And the guy on the Pakistani side first said, अब जो हमारी आवाज है हिंदुस्तान में पहुंची है. And he said, Pakistan. Now 30, 40 board Pakistanis. There's Zindabad didn't reach India, no. It just reached the gates. In fact, the bars of the Zindabad just printed over the gates. And our guests said, Pakistan की आवाज है, अब जो हमारी आवाज है पाकिस्तान तक पहुंची है. And we were all waiting. And he said, Maran, King. And the chair was so long. It skipped the gates. It skipped Pakistan and went to Afghanistan. Somewhere in the Torah mountain, Talim, they were screaming, we were screaming, they were screaming, we were screaming. At one time, the atmosphere was so charged up. There is our bench of Bharat Mata ki jai, would have just told us, Akraman. Within 15 minutes, you would have captured Lahore in Islamabad. That's enough form, that's it, nothing else to do. Yeah, man, I'm silly. I'm a member of this Gymkhana and Bombay here for NSCI. For the rest of you, it's the National Sports Club of India, but for us Sindhis, that's the National Sindhi Club of India. I love going to this club, Gymkhana. As you know, most of the clubs in Gymkhana in India were made by the British, the Bombay Gymkhana, Delhi Gymkhana, Bangalore Club. But this NSCI has been made for the Sindhis, by the Sindhis, of the Sindhis. I love going to this Gymkhana. When you go there, you see your own Sindhi people. People with excessive body hair, big bush hair groups, hair coming out of the ears, hair coming out of the chest, their chest coming out of the hair. But it is sure that this Gymkhana that we Sindhis are doing such a big contribution to the world, which each one of you use it whenever you go out to eat. And this contribution is based on simple mathematical ratios of 1/2, 2/3, and 3/5 when it comes to soup. Someone give a number of questions. We have invented this. Let me tell you how it's started. Long time ago. See, I'm so old, I have to use the word long also very soon. Long time ago, we were 13 of us kids, we went to the for a birthday party. The waiter came and took an order. Each of us ordered our own individual sweet corn chicken soup. The waiter took an order, we were the head of the table to the big Cindy on the host of the party. She asked, "Pachalo ke kya madam, three sweet corn chicken soup. Pagal ho gaya, pachalo kitna soup piyega? Cancel all this, make it 3/30. 3/30. How the hell can you make 3 soup? What kind of vegetables should that be? I can imagine the chef, could not be a chef, must be a computer engineer. Sitting inside the kitchen, surrounded by computers and calculators, whose only job is to calculate these complex mathematical ratios and to see that the restaurant doesn't go out of business. And he must be waiting gratefully in the kitchen, waiting for the next waiter to come and ask. Always 1/2. Because you always 1/2, you pay for one, you get 1/2, 1/2. And now I remember back in 3/30, we had to go to the hand next 5 of us go to the bar and do 1/2. Yeah, Cindy married to a Punjabi, for all the Punjabis in the house. Because yeah, see, Punjabis do not have extended stand-up comedy. After 2-3 drinks, every Punjabi becomes a comedian. Yeah, and Cindy married to a Punjabi, two of the heaviest comedians in India. Obviously, we had a love marriage, common love for health. Me and my wife went for the first time 32 years ago at a medical shop, at a chemist shop. We were both buying dinner together. And I remember my wedding morning, man. I was so anxious, I was so tense. Not because I'm getting married, not because I could be at the same moment for the rest of my life, anything. But as a Sindhi group, I was so tense that how many dinner plates to get consumed at my wedding reception. We had instructed all our close relatives that 4 of you should share from one plate. Some of them paid up and they started washing the plates to so people on the hotel. 6 of them started eating from one plate. And I had that barat, the wedding procession with a horse. My wedding procession was 1 kilometer long from my house to the wedding hall. It took 5 hours to reach because my friends were drinking and dancing as if there's no tomorrow. And to add to the misery, my dad always a huge big horse. Not realizing the sun was very low. 5 hours I sat on the hook like this. I did my function like this. I got married 32 years ago, it still have done it. And I know my honeymoon night. I was at it whole night long, whole night long. No, no, not that. I was at it whole night long, just opening the envelopes of people shares with collected. Some of them very well to get what they take to give me. Still searching for the seat, walking to the road and run my car over there. And I remember coming out of the shower at the moment. My wife said, "No, what is all that vibrating body?" So this is telecom water. This is Facebook telecom water. She was working for Punjabi, so she said, "We could do it." When you bloody mad, it cost 200 rupees. Powder cost 80 rupees. These cities which are 10 kilos of water, is it go over here? And then must be given she shifted to water. I was just thinking today, it's hardly a month left for 2025 to get over, correct? Yeah. How quickly 2025 is only by saying. And I think if I could sum up 2025 in 1 year, it's going to be the year of wars. So many wars took place. Russia was telling that Israel was all over the place. And with full attention to that, suddenly had a war with Cambodia. First of all, I didn't know both those countries are armies. I thought they would be construction, but still. And I saw the video and I decided to Buddhist chapter. And in all this in India, Pakistan, I don't know where number. If you remember the war started on 7th of July, 4-day war which we had in Pakistan. I had cruise it. I had a show in Bombay on 11th of July. The next was here. What happened? Why you canceled the show? I said, why? He said, what? And 8th of July, I told him, if you put on the TV, as per TV, as per media, by 8th of July, our army had already occupied Rawalpindi, Karachi, Lahore. I told him by 11th of July, she occupied half the world. So people from there also will come to my show. Ticket later. I'm so glad. I'm so glad the ceasefire was one of it 4 years because both countries, as you all cannot afford a war because I was very happy with the ceasefire, not happy with who announced it. Probably not about it. अपने हिंदी में कहा बेगानी छात्र में अब्दुल कलाम for a brief moment India Pakistan को united nation चाहिए and if you see every war which takes place Trump is somehow said to Twitter whatever he was that he's like an uncle on that WhatsApp group who loves big breaking news from America. I can see some very young people over there let me tell you all these uncles on the WhatsApp group they put those good morning messages early in the morning with a roast picture. It's just an attendance sheet on the family group just to let everybody else on the group know I was in जिस दिन अंकल का रोज का पिक्चर नहीं है रीच थाउजेंड एक्चुअल रोजेस फिर अंकल का रोज का तो बैक इसको काम ही नहीं ना इधर उधर few days back this back there is a road going on SC road so there will be no water supply in your area from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. You will tell me such a next message. What's the problem? That friend says in Sierra in America. Who's never seen water problem in his life. They have another group. One guy comes to a message. He says, puts up a video. He says, hey, watch this stand-up comedy video. And learn from him. My dad will be the my video only. I said, he made this super action. They can do it. But honestly, I was very lucky in my life that at the age of 48, I could pivot in getting into a stand-up comedy. I was totally different profession, but every guy said it's very difficult. Especially with the pandemic, seriously. And that time I realized when it was a corporate office, I work or don't work, on the second of every month I should get my salary. And today, for freelance, they have a show, I have money. The day I don't have a show, I don't have money. And I can see that my wife's attitude towards me changes. Depending if I have a show, I don't have a show. But thanks to you guys, I have a show for dinner and go sit at the roti make or I don't have a show, sit at petrol on you, these are the but one good advice that was starting out 14 years ago from below the media. And I give this advice to anybody who's starting it. When you're starting out, whatever stage time you get, time to expose it, just do it without asking. When I started out 14 years ago, I should do every kind of everything I should do. I should do house parties, several parties, mandal ceremonies, I have a true story. I once performed at a 500 boys' birthday party. And while I was performing, it was very nice of being headaches. How do I know that? Because they were using my body as a pillar while I was sitting. And I don't think it's slapping but to this birthday. I did a lot of house parties, I still do house parties. I remember once I got a call from this lady from South Mumbai. The South Mumbai, as you all know, is a whitey couple of South Mumbai. And this lady called up and said, "Hi, Mr. Khatri," and that's what this speak was. "Hi, Mr. Khatri, we are very big fans of yours. You perform at people's private houses?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I do. What's the event?" "No, Mr. Khatri, it's not exactly like an event. We are a group of girls on a WhatsApp group. We call ourselves HNF. HNF. Now, see, I'm from a corporate background, work from the banking industry. There's a term called HNF, high net worth individual. So I thought South Bombay must be high net worth females. He said, "No, no, Mr. Khatri, you're watching on the politics. This is like a meeting party." It's not Mr. Khatri, it's not exactly like a kitty party. But we are a group of girls from a WhatsApp group. And we meet on the first Wednesday of every month. And every girl has to organize a creative person. Last time I got a pottery artist. Next month is my turn to invite somebody, but I thought I'll invite you. Then asked the great, I didn't contact the time to do wrong better. There is a country that's why we already put it. How many of these 40 usually turn up to this event? This is considered a group of 20, but at any time, 8 girls always turn up. Honestly, I am not ready to perform for 8, 40. Somebody's giving to on Wednesday afternoon. So to get out of the situation, man, why don't you do one thing? Have it evening, along with your husbands, along with alcohol. It's not that I need alcohol to make people love it themselves. He said, "Mr. Khatri, don't you worry. All the girls are drinking. I'll start the girls who started drinking from 10:30 in the morning. By the time you come at noon, we'll be totally slosh waiting for you." Then I got scared. So you can let me do one thing, let me say to a manager before you. That time I didn't do that. What about my wife? What about my wife? Hello, Nidhi. That's what I call my wife for 30 years of marriage. Hello, Nidhi, there is a group of girls from WhatsApp group. They call themselves HNF, calling me to the house to perform. She said, "What are you doing for this? Are you a part of this group?" He said, "No, no, no, we have another group. We call it the NH 40. I said, "I think they're looking at stand-up comedy." Actually, I think they don't want the comedy part, they just want the stand-up part. Should I go for it? He said, "Are they paying you?" I said, "Very well." He said, "Then very well, do it." As long as you get the money home, don't get diseases, do what you want. As I said, I'm 57. I turned 57 in January, and 6 close friends, childhood friends, were all turning 57 same year this year. So one guy said, "Hey guys, let's have a boys to celebrate 50 years, 27 years of age." Boys. Honestly, I hate the word boys to use for older people. Like I also hate it when my wife tells me I'm going out for a girls' night out. Just because she can get into dresses of Forever 42. Oh, sorry, Forever 20. Girls' night out. And when she's supposed to go for a girls' night out, I'm just supposed to say, "Amazing, should I drop you? Should I pick you up?" When you're not after having to go very reasons. But if I go drinking with my friends, everybody questions, "Where are you going? How are you going? Who's picking you? Who's dropping you?" And when she doesn't get satisfactory answers, then she raises the question. "Last time, all your blood pressure, cholesterol reports are all on the borderline. You think you should be drinking?" And when she again doesn't get satisfactory answers, then she again raises the question. "Have you looked at your stomach recently? When you look down, can you see anything?" So that's how I'll go, but I will not drink. If you're not going to drink, only then why the hell you have to go? Come and pick me up from my girls' night out. But we said nothing to Zindagi can take the bar. So 6 close friends from 57 years ago met at a friend's house to discuss where we should have a voice. First guy said, "Hey guys, let's all go to Vegas, Las Vegas." See, first of all, ever since that movie Hangover is on, all boys should start from Vegas. And why Vegas? Because of the famous line, "Whatever happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas." Obviously, whatever happens in Vegas has to stay in Vegas. You cannot bring that back. Where will she see with you and a wife in a 1 BHK house in Vancouver? There is a question, there's a question. When there's not it's so far, let's go to Prague in Europe. Prague is a party capital of Europe. I said, "Karenge, it's good. You will sleep through the day, you will party through the night." I said, "Idiot, what's the plan? Tell me." He said, "Dude, Europe is full of single women. We'll go to the bars over there and pick up chicks." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Dude, we pick up chicks from our merit at the bars. And the shuttle the kids. अपनी हाइट कितनी है टोन नहीं टोन वाले में टोन टू ऑफ यू guys are pregnant two of you are already one of you requires an insulin shot 30 minutes before you eat or drink anything all five of you had arranged marriages the peak of your youth you couldn't pick up chicks you could not be sent to pick up chicks and how you pick up chicks और बात में नहीं that's the funniest guy going on then forget all this let's go to south of Spain. South of Spain is full of new beach. Let's go there. I told him, you realize that a new beach, you have. You cannot be going to the very top cap, global, shirt, t-shirt, money belt, burger, backpack. You have to go to this. What happened? Belong to you. So, do not go to the York. Spending thousands of dollars to see better. You know what? And you know the amount of hair we Indians have in our body. We take a duplicate in the south of Spain, which is like a husband बच्चे होने बोलते हैं. Okay, dude. Then you decide where we should go. I said, guys, we will go to this one place which is designed for Indians, manufactured for Indians, developed for Indians, and my friends, the place is called Thailand. I love Thailand. Amazing country, beautiful people, sweet people, great food. I have two reasons I love Thailand. Number one reason. That is one of the few countries on planet Earth which has special score Indian visa on health. Just for that, I have love it. I went to Europe recently, the amount of paperwork they asked for the Schengen visa. 6 months bank statement, 3 years income tax returns, property papers, mutual fund statement. They're getting my passport asking for what paper. They told us, listen, I'm going to see the Eiffel Tower, not to buy it. Even today, we Indians have so much money, we can buy half a paper. I swear on Polar, it's a cabaret show in Paris. Hey, Europeans don't have money, the economies are finished, water drinking water. Now the Gujarati friends notify I'm saying when the government has come to India, we should make their life slightly difficult. Welcome to India, welcome to India. Aditi they go but what are what is the Aadhaar card? What is the Aadhaar card? We don't know what it is. But it will give you everything in the world. And the last reason I love going to Thailand. When are you going to Thailand? No need to explain to anyone why you're going there. Everybody knows why. Your wife, your mother, your father. Immigration officer. Last thing we could have Bombay to be stamps my passport. He said, sir, enjoy yourself. Sir, I'm going for a show. Yes, sir, pick off for everybody to stamp. No, no, sir, I'm going for my show. That's what you will He said, I didn't decide. I said, everybody should take permission from my wives. So somebody took an oath of his wife said, somebody on the marriage certificate, somebody on the marriage certificate. But as I said, we have to do this of marriage. So this was married for the Thailand for the first time ever. With no clue what it should be. No clue. Have you guys seen this animated movie Madagascar? The animals just keep New York. Next day, this is too much. They want to go back to the same thing happened to us. We reached the hotel, we saw CCTV cameras, everybody froze there. What if my wife sees it? What if my mother-in-law sees it? What if they're blackmailing us? But we didn't know we are allowed to get women back into the hotel. So one friend said, don't worry, I'll come. He was very confident to the reception. Tell the madam, are we allowed to get guests back into the hotel room? He said, sure, but after 3 a.m. we charge you 2,000 baht to guests. He again goes to madam. If you please arrange a guest. How can I arrange your guest? Sorry. No clue. 6 of them walking on the streets of Thailand. These guys come behind us. You want book, you want book. We didn't understand. We said, no, we're not Pakistani, the Indians, no book. I go to this bar with this friend of mine. He's actually a CEO of a very big MNC company. We both have a drink. After some time, he said, look, the woman is fine. He said, yeah, she was paid to do that. She started walking to her, he started shivering, he started shivering, he doesn't know what to do. He's got a cigarette in this hand, he's got a glass in this hand. She whispers something, he gets so excited, forgets it, and does like this. One of his lips. Then this lady asks him this question, which all these ladies in Thailand ask. Sir, where are you from? I stopped her. He says, I'm from India. I said, India, talk to more. He asked the madam, where are you from? I said, India, Thailand. There is talent in all of you. Please answer a better question. And I'm sure with that, this is the next question you asked me. Madam, what is your education qualification? And what thing gives an answer? People have asked for all kind of qualification, never had any education. I said, please stop it, don't answer any more, because I know what your final question will be. Madam, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Thank you, that's it,
That's why there's a lot of energy and mind. Okay, but thank you, Uncle. I've always seen on TV that this is the first time today to see you in person. I want to do a brief introduction of our chief guest today. Good friend of mine, Ravi Menon.
He's doing this one.
And it's like this in 4 lines, this group of success that Ravi and had over the years, besides being definition.
I don't have that.
Ravi is on the board of
I don't have it.
which the offering is simply large and 30,000 branches. I just looked up for the
Thank you. Presentation.
Over 250,000 this lines. He's also on the board of Canada project. Also software company for Celia software.
संदेश का
And before he had become what's member the expansion 25 his last
Check now, ये है कि नहीं?
asset management business.
Load हुआ है.
And I guess as you can see what I realized. Most of the organization.
time he will speak for 5-7 minutes. Well, actually, Ravi is speaking.
So I requested myself to some of the very excited and got the awards to everybody is here today. So Ravi, please come. Thank you. Thanks, Sanjeev. I think this is my second time in this very prestigious award function. The first time was 7 years ago. And frankly, at that time, it was still all very new for all of us, and I guess for Sanjeev as well. So it was great to hear the numbers.
Okay,
which
5
were
minutes you
mentioned.
speak.
Just before coming, I was fantasy what the world was 7 years ago. The Indian Sensex was then at 34,000. The Canada terms, it was a respectable 13%. Nvidia was at $4. And we have now 625 nominations. But the audience is still largely the same in terms of numbers. So this tells you how competitive these awards have become and how accomplished each and every one of you is to have reason to be so proud of yourself. So a big shout out to all of you who did. The other interesting thing which I found was this whole concept that this is not just an award for what you do in isolation, but where exactly this gets implemented, and therefore it's truly a partnership award between the FinTech partner and the fellow banks. And like you made a very interesting observation very often the bank, the client,
Send.
concerns on confidentiality
Veja.
and its own issues. But it's great to see all of you over here. Full disclosure, the guy who said, speak for a minute, is a great speaker. And I resorted to the obvious strategy, he said, please to bring a speech, and yes, but I had no idea it was going to come after 2:30. So probably that my job would have been slightly different. But I think it's very short. I think I think, my most business, both regulated entities, both entities which deal extensively with fintechs and both developers own as well as third party. As to what we are looking at, and I think it's fair to say what we are looking at are truly not just disruptors, because that's made the word is kind of hijacked the common lexicon that everyone looking for disruption, but perhaps what we're looking for is truly enablers of across the spectrum. And I think your words will take us through payments and compliance and customer experience. But at the same time, with this great innovation truly comes great responsibility. Being regulated business, the first thing at least on the board level that we look at is this in compliance with what the current not just the current regulation, but what we can potentially anticipate. That your role responsibility is not ending with just designing and handing over the code to this provider of capital. That capital has to survive in the banking entity. Having that continuity of responsibility is critical. So you are truly partners, and that's the only way that we look at it. We've seen in India the changes of regulations which are coming, who are custodians of trust and data. And data with the new PPDP Act, which is coming, we are trying to make sure that all vendor contracts mirror the kind of liability that we can. So you have to start thinking exactly along the lines of the way management is seen. AI, perhaps 7 years ago, was not even spoken about. We would speak more of digitalization and digitalization journey. Today it's AI for everything. And for those of you who haven't read the RBI document on AI policy before any bank, any NCFC, any institution can put out any service or product which for yes, it's a very brief 87-page document, but it's a very interesting document. You read through it, and it's got 7 sutras and 7 pillars. If you use those 7, I think it will make your own life in building and creating products and product capabilities to be a lot easier. And therefore, I come down to saying that very often we think of ourselves as being providers of tools, but think of yourself as a bridge which is, and I want to read this up because it says as well, between the old and the new, between risk and reward, between what's expected and what's possible. So you cannot just be shaped by technology because the banks and every such potential client has got tons of money and budgets and shareholder approvals to spend on technology. But what we will need to do is really collaboration, transparency, and a shared commitment across the period of time. Very often at board meetings, the other question once you've gone through regulations and capabilities, what this can do is a dependency factor. We always tell we cannot be dependent on any one provider. And frankly, we don't have an answer to it. You can't have multiple players going in. And very often it's kind of perverse to say, but you will have to start thinking of who is your best competitor to provide the alternative service to make yourself partly redundant to this process. But looking at it from that lens, I think will really help you. So in conclusion, let's not just applaud just the winners, really the entire ecosystem in India is coming together, all the stars for us. And I think the award ceremony today is a reflection of what's happened in the ecosystem between the regulators, between everyone who's in the room, between the banks who will challenge us, the fintechs who get green, and most importantly, the customers who are expecting all of us to get this right. So congratulations once again to each and every one of you, and big thank you, Sanjeev, for having me here.
We are actually going to allow you to take your seat for a few minutes and come back. Okay. So a little bit about the awards. I started with this a big number. I wanted to take you through a few more slides of what we do and how we do. Some numbers here, I'm not going to read all of them, but the headline numbers, if I would take, it says 600. Uh, it's 59% growth that you see in the number of submissions. The vendors continue to engage with a lot of vendors, and year on year we have seen just increase across all over the world. And specifically so for GFI. Interestingly, one of the parameters at the bottom, I was telling my team, let's talk about the growing appeal of the awards. And he came up with a number of parameters. I said, look, it's not just about the nomination. It's not about just, from the categories that we have. It's about how many people, what in the world will see you. Right? And I said, let's go into Google search and take the global FinTech innovation awards and the year and just see how many hits will you get and how many people are talking to you. As you can see, the amount of the amount of interest that the global FinTech innovation awards has seen is continued to grow over the years. And today I'm at I'm very happy to say that we are 1600 plus Google search hits, and that's even before the awards are started. So that will probably double by the end of this year. So very proud about the Google FinTech platform. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if all of you had not participated enthusiastically in this. It's definitely across the globe we trying for interest and people which are seen. Of course, innovation is huge push that we get when it comes to India. So India and Asia Pacific has been one of the largest geographies where we receive the nominations from. But at the same time, we will see nominations from Asia, Middle East, Europe, North America, Latin America, and the next. In fact, as we go along, what we did was people who could not be in the room, especially our award winners outside India, we gave them an opportunity to submit acceptance video. And at some point of time, I actually just had to say that, okay, now I have to. You'll see, but you kind of the award today and recognized today is right from the largest of the companies to the smallest of the companies that we have here. So some of the participating vendors across the spectrum of banking, be it lending, payments, core banking, and of course we cross-functional AI and automation. So it's a big thank you to everyone who participated. And as we mentioned, this is always joint. So again, very proud to see great brands on this slide. Financial institutions. Some of them have participated on their own ways, in-house. So we have some again really interesting mix of banks. Some of the banks are digital banks, some of them are end-to-end conglomerates. So it will be truly representative, I would say, of the financial services industry as a whole. And again, that's always been our goal to make sure it is reflective, really reflective of the of what's going on in the industry. Just a little something about how do we actually assess the submissions. Again, the goal is to assess how good the implementation has been, right? So it's not just about your platform, you're not asking your functionality of your software platform, But you want to know, okay, how do you go in? How do you help your client implement? What are the benefits that you were able to showcase and make?
Nothing happened.
And we cover, of course, many of you have filled in these submission forms. So I don't want to bore you to death in terms of every parent, but that's the objective that we're trying to find, right? How complex was the project? How well did you collaborate with your partner? And what were the business outcomes at the end of the day? Okay. I wanted to, we look, last year we did not have ChatGPT. This year we had ChatGPT. It's time that everyone is using ChatGPT, and it's time to also utilize the power of ChatGPT and glean out what are the most important findings. And of course, you did a fabulous job of making sure collaborating with the findings and actually reading the assessments. Some interesting things I would point out, right? When it comes to core banking, the features, yes, the features are starting to get pretty common across feature platforms. The important thing is the real-time agility. That's something that is becoming extremely payments. The number of issues actually how payments I would say as platform is maturing. The big the number is the digital tech where we are seeing a lot of submissions when it comes to portfolio intelligence. So that's where the whole industry is definitely moving. Lending tech again is a very hot topic, and it's not just about the LOS, but it is going more towards the decision solutions. What did you see? A lot of focus on implementation. So you see the first bit, where the innovation is not just about how innovative your technology is, but it's actually how can you make sure that the innovation that you are proposing is implemented. So the governance models are extremely important. How do you partner together is extremely important. Led by IPAC and MIA, again, we are seeing here in India, FinTech story is going very, very strong, and we start to see a lot of submissions coming from whole of Asia Pacific, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Europe, and others. What you see again, we spoke about this in the morning, how the focus is shifting just from solutions to platforms and different platforms to now to the ecosystems. That we talked about how business models have to get reimagined, and that's where the whole technology implementation space is moving to. In terms of the banks, what do we see and where should they be focusing on? Clearly, the digital customer experience is going to be very, very important. We, for the first time, we see combinations for the UI UX, not just in terms of the look and feel, but the entire customer journeys, right? So, very important. Open banking system, all of us know that it's going to take foothold, and this is where overall ecosystem is going. Cybersecurity, I think no prices there. That's one of the things. Your money has to be safe. And agility and innovation culture. Overall, the idea is that it's not a end game. It's a constant innovation, a constant process, and you need to be able to incorporate it in your company's culture. So that were the findings. I think no surprises, but again, the way all these submissions have come in and these points so I think done. So thank you so much today. We have these wonderful brands in the room. So thank you so much, and a round of applause for each one of you. With that, I go to the main theme or main event of the day, which is the award distribution. I'm going to call Sanjeev back onto the podium. Yes, yes, both of you. And can we have the winners presentation up on the screen? All right. So, buckets, two broad buckets. One is the functional knowledges where you are talking about core banking, lending, payment, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the cross function. So let's get started with the functional knowledge. All right, first one going to telecoms with Venom. I will welcome Team Telecoms to come up on stage and collect the award.
पूछने ना अवार्ड के बीच में लेंगे तो और भी ऊपर आएंगे
Next up, we have digital onboarding solutions. The award winner there is FinTech with government institutions private limited. I welcome Team FinTech and Team Government Disabilities on the board, please. Classes should not stop. Thank you. The photos are important. Keep your smile on. Next up, we have digital onboarding again, Kia with Punjab Instant Bank. Can we have Team Kia and the Punjab on the same page? Core banking implementation. The first award for core banking platform retail bank goes to SBS with Transcar Bank. And this time around, we have all the way from France.
FinTech Innovation Fund 2025 on behalf of FBS Software. In recognition of our work with France. This project was designed to modernize the operating system of the bank without the cost and the risk of full replacement. Instead of replacing all the core with its cloud native modules around it focus on digitalization, instant payments, or for example, regulatory support. These modules are modular, scalable, seamlessly integrated with legacy systems, while preparing the bank for future challenges. The approach balances modernization with cost control, being transparent stage in sovereignty performance and speed of execution. We are proud that this innovation has delivered real impact for the bank and its customers, and grateful to IBSi, our clients, and our team for making this achievement possible. Thank you very much.
I will just keep saying we have two more videos coming up. We have core banking platform retail with Matic and cooperative bank of this now.
Now, everyone, I'd like to thank IBS Intelligence and the judging panel for this recognition. It's an incredible honor for us to be named best in class core banking platform, especially in the year where innovation and execution truly counts. This award is a shared achievement with our dear partner, the bank, the Credit Bank of Ibiza. Together, we delivered more than four. We actually laid the ground for future-ready, API-first platform that now enables the bank into the space of banking as a service and expand its digital reach. The project went live smoothly with zero disruption and has already enabled new digital capabilities, including a co-developed wallet with a major Greek institution. We're proud to be helping regional banks to unlock national and even cross-border missions. Thank you again for this recognition. It motivates us to keep pushing boundaries into modular coastal banking.
This time from Brazil, Topaz and Rio Banco del Chaco.
The drop of Topaz given recognition confirms that our technology and our vision truly enable banks to transform with the speed and confidence. With Rio Banco del Chaco, we work side by side, combining their ambition with our core banking expertise to deliver a fast, seamless, and future-ready implementation. The results speak by themselves. Greater operational efficiency, faster product innovation, and a stronger digital experience for the customers that position the bank for long-term growth. We congratulate Nuevo Banco del Chaco for this achievement. Thanks, IBS. We are honored to be part of this milestone.
We get back to the room. Next award goes to Bandhan Bank. Door money being the we acknowledge the change. Congratulations, the Bandhan Bank. We have the Telos team back on stage for core banking platform. Now come to digital only banks. The newest we mentioned banking. They have Subscala, the core banking platform for digital only banks. We have video coming all the way from UK.
My name is Nelson. I am the CEO and co-founder of Subscala. Just a quick note to say thank you ever so much. It means a great deal to us to win an award like this. Thank you very much to the whole team at IBSi and to the judges. Bringing modern technology to the world of core banking is not easy by any stretch. Really fabulous to receive something like this in recognition of the work we do. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Next up, the next banking. In from the UK.
I'm Anthony Jones. I'm the founder, chair, and CEO. I'd like to say a massive thank you to IBSi for this recognition. It's fantastic to win all banks best in class digital practice. It's fantastic recognition of all the work we've been doing to bring world-leading technology to smaller and mid-sized but challenging banks so that they can deliver truly world-class service to their customers. We're also delighted to partner with Constantinople to deliver a full range of technologies that allow our clients and their customers to benefit from all the technology. At the end of the day, it's about delivering what we call 10x data, 10x cost, and of course, to build a user experience that's better. And finally, let me thank all of our colleagues, Constantinople and the teams, their incredible talent, which we plan for success. Thank you.
Last but not least, we have Finastra Electronic Bank. Finastra, of course, is a UK company, but it should be very mind. Electronic Bank is a Southeast Asian bank. We have really pleased.
Thank you, IBSi, for this recognition. When best in class core banking platform for digital bank with electronic bank and with retail personal with that deep financial holdings is a really proud moment for us. I think it reflects our commitment to delivering innovation and scalable solutions that really empower banks to transform. Essence is our scalable, agile, and looking for banking, and it is built to help reimagine banking and deliver real digital-first experiences that transform customer engagement. And I think these awards really validate our commitment to innovation and to effective these partnerships with banks. Together with Tonic and ZB, we've enabled faster time to market, flexibility when it comes to launching new products, and resilient technology that drive growth and competitiveness. So really, on behalf of our entire team, thank you for honoring our work and our customers in this collaboration. Thank you.
Just to point out, very interesting on it, we are looking at this UK and this economy. You have Tonic Bank, which is in Southeast Asia, and the gentleman who was speaking is probably sitting in Dubai, giving an acceptance speech in the head of AI and Asia Pacific. So a truly global, I would say, in a form. Shifting gears, customer experience, platform implementation, business next with Arab Bank. Can I have team business next come up on stage? We have a customer loyalty and rewards program, and that goes once again to Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank may join us from Kolkata. Thank you so much. Next, we come to lending and the end-to-end lending platform, Antia with PBS Credit Services. Team Antia. Next up, we have Vatsikon with Mexican Renting Finance. We have video here. Coming all the way from France.
Why the sincerity regret not being able to attend today? This recognition means a great deal to us. It follows the outstanding project that FinTech and IBSi are completed together. In just a few months, using the IBSi platform, we built a long-term rental portal that integrates ultra-efficient onboarding, package services, and IT ability. This innovation fully revolutionizes how people interact with the automotive industry.
I probably did not have to tell you that it's from some France. It's, now you get how this, you get the dialect of the French. Next, you come back and we have loan policy. And who is coming up again on the back? We all know what to do there. Okay, next up, TCS Banks with Tata Capital Housing Finance. We are welcoming Housing Finance and TCS to come up on the stage. Okay. We have the Jeevan Finance. Walk up on stage, please. From back of the room. Then we have to continue. So a management system and allow people to have a seat in the Allergen coming all the way from North America.
Ben Mitchell, Director of Product Management for Active Account at Allergen. On behalf of our team, thank you for recognizing Active Account as best-in-class fuel management system in the IBSi Global FinTech Innovation. This honor reflects our commitment to delivering intuitive solutions that empower financial institutions. We partnered closely with First National Bank of Payments to tailor their implementation, streamline exception tracking, and centralized customization, resulting in greater efficiency and improved workflows. We're proud to support their digital transformation and excited to keep innovating. Again, thank you for this opportunity.
Next up, debt collection system, best in class debt collection system, ranked with not to West. Best in class co-lending and syndication system, right? FinTech. Best in class cross-border payments and remittance platform, TPRO, and we have a video coming up.
We're extremely honoured to be recognised as best in class cross-border payments platform at the IBSi Global FinTech Innovation Awards 2025. This achievement is a powerful testament to the dedication of the entire Pro team and the collaborative spirit of our global partners. As a leading local payments platform, we're passionate about simplifying international payments and making global commerce truly frictionless. This award validates that we're delivering on that promise. A massive thank you to the IBSi for this recognition. We look forward to pushing boundaries of global payments and powering even greater connections in the year ahead. And everyone has been a brilliant event. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I think probably this year is the last year that we get acceptance to actually do this. Next year onwards, we're probably going to get digital avatars coming in these acceptance. How many people feel that people have digital avatars coming up and doing acceptance videos? That's it? What? 10%? Wow, no, I tell you, I think people like to come in the room and get your simple seat. Next up, best in class transaction banking implementation, nuclear software, and federal bank. Best in class transaction banking implementation, Transbank with IBSi First Bank. Next up, finance platform, Oranto and DFCC. Welcome to Oranto team. Back on stage. Our education. Thank you for joining us from Colombo. Let's see class treasury and capital markets, Infosys, Clinical, and Punjab National Bank. Congratulations. Lesson class portfolio intelligence and advisory, Finastra and Mara Capital. And I welcome to team Finastra to join us. Going across. Nothing is happening. Video break. Lesson class Islamic profit distribution model, simple with Dunya Islamic Bank.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, IBS Intelligent, for this incredible honor. To be recognized with not only one but two awards is a profound testament and a powerful recognition of our team's hard work and vision at FinTech. As you know, awards are not won in isolation. Our sincere gratitude goes to our visionary customers and partners. Their trust and collaboration were the bedrock of our success. When best-in-class core banking platform and best-in-class Islamic profit distribution solution reinforces our belief that the future of banking must be digital, composable, and agile.
Now go to the cross-functional awards. Lesson class QA and testing automation, AQM Technologies and Union Bank of India. In AQM, welcome. Next, I would say Quality Cure and Black Bank. Thank you very much for that. Welcome at least. Next, here's best RegTech solution, Geo and Great Finance House. That should not stop tracking. Next, we have Kia and HDFC Bank. Next, we have a very important award. We have the first time submitted in form of Bharat Cooperative Bank by best in class cybersecurity deployment. We have very senior board members of Bharat Cooperative Bank joining us on the session. Very happy to completely focus on cybersecurity. Next, we have fraud and anti-money laundering solution here with DFCC Bank. Welcome. For joining us. Next, we have reconciliation and financial reporting platform. So we have financial technologies with Al Masr. Thank you. Next, we have a very interesting case where we have use of AI and ML for internal operations. And we have Kia and VFCC Bank in here. Welcome to Kia and VFCC Bank. Welcome. FinTech to stay back because you are very with Punjab National Bank RRB as well. Same solution and absolutely nothing if you look to implement. So I listen once again. Testing class use of agent AI, something that we spoke a lot in today morning sessions. Red Compass Labs. We have these Red Compass Labs. Round of applause. Current case see better. Workflow automation solution. XPO with Ashrak Bank.
कितना हो जाओ 3 आवर 5 6 आवर वीडियो है 3 5 6 5 6 मस्त काम कर
That will not provide. Team Kia with Punjab National Bank RRB. We have branch operations transformation with Jeevan Bank. With Jeevan Bank. Next, we come to data analytics requirement. Western class from Alika Bank. We have a video here.
Hi, everyone. One of the things to say. This is what actually defines a modern bank is getting people and data. So we're super proud and really support for our data capabilities, particularly for what we're doing with data, which is currently needs. We're seeing some capabilities. So thank you very much.
How many people notice the orange happening? That's the next we have the Western class PLC and education rollout here with Punjab and Sindh Bank. Western class open banking implementation and the winner is Alliance Bank of Malaysia. And we have video here.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Irene, from Group Consumer Banking, Alliance Bank Malaysia. We are so proud of having been confirmed best in class in open banking implementation for our initiatives in emerging credit card with an impact. Our heartfelt thanks to the organizers for this work and to everyone else and great friends again. Thank you.
Next, we have Western class payment implementation, and it goes to Department of Finance, Government of Dubai. We have video.
This is Amna Binduta, the Director of Digital Payment System Regulatory Division. Thank you, IBSi Global FinTech Innovation Award for recognizing the Department of Finance with the best in class systematic integrated payment award. This recognition is meaningful because it validates my commitment to build the seamlessly connected digital strategy comes from a strong collaboration across government entities, financial institutions, and technology partners, with a clear vision set up by our leadership to make payments simpler, safer, and more accessible for everyone in Dubai. Our integrated approach has delivered real impact, unified payment experience across government services, higher digital adoption, reduced operational friction, and greater financial inclusion for residents, visitors, and businesses. Thank you for this honor. It inspires us to continue advancing Dubai's position as global benchmark for digital payments. Thank you.
And last but not the least, Western class in short implementation, profit and return holdings. And the other round of applause, please. That brings us to the end of the awards for the day. I will ask Sanjeev to wait back and say a word of thanks. I will let Ravi go. Sanjeev, floor is yours.
Good evening. Thank you again for being here today. I know firstly, Nikhil, thanks as always for doing a great job. I thought this year we would mix it up a bit and obviously have the international the vendors participate in these, they can be help or getting who will be next year, who will try that, we got to figure it out, right? Yeah. But listen, these are highly competitive and we can see over the years the credibility and of the award have been increasing. We're very, very diligent in the processes that we follow. And I'm really happy to see a range of kinds of different shapes and sizes across the world. It gives me tremendous hope and confidence and innovation, not just limited what we used to go on the US, a big spectacle. Thank you again for being here. Best wishes. Have a great day. And all the great work.
The recording has stopped.